Okay, so this question is given us a formula to work with, and it's given us some values of x and h to put into the formula. Again, it's a non-calculated paper, so we've just got to be careful. So substituting values in, then we've got to recognise that when we've got things next to each other, numbers and letters and so forth, then it means timesing. Squaring means times by itself. So write out in full what the formula is telling us. It's telling us to do a half times the x value times the x value times the h value. So basically we've changed the formula back into its full extended form, expanded form, by putting all the multiplication signs back in and recognising that squaring means times by itself. Now we can substitute the numbers in. So the x value they told us to choose was 11 and the h value they told us to use was 6. So there's lots of ways of doing this. Personally, remember that multiplication calculations can be swapped about. So half times 6 times 11 times 11 might be an easier way of doing this because we know what a half of 6 is. We know it's 3. And we know that 11 times 11, or we should do from our squaring patterns, that 11 times 11 is 121. And then 3 times 121 will equal 363. 3 times 100 is 300, 3 times 20 is 60, and 3 times 1 is 3. So the answer here, 363. So advice when you're using a formula and substituting numbers in is write the formula out in full, putting all the multiplication signs back in. If there was division involved, then also put a divide sign in. And then substitute the values given for each of the letters and then do the calculation in the appropriate way. Okay, so we've got a question here then. It's given us information about diaries boxes of 12, pencils in boxes of 10 and rulers in boxes of 6. A teacher wants to buy the same number of diaries, pencils and rulers. Okay, so same number of diaries, pencils and rulers. So it looks to me as if we're looking for multiples here, and in other words we're looking for the lowest common multiple. Because we want the same number, then we need the multiples of each of these. So we need the multiples, and we're looking for the lowest common multiple. Now there are absolutely tons of ways of doing this kind of question, but the more basic method then is to just keep writing these out in times tables, because that's what multiples is all about. So we've got 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, and then we should recognise, hopefully fairly careful from quickly from knowing our times tables, that we can see that 60 is a multiple of 10, because 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 60 is also a multiple of 6, 6, 12, 18, 42, 48, 54, 60. So the lowest common multiple then we can see was 60. So it says work out the smallest number of boxes of each item. So we need 60 of each item. So diaries need 5 times 12 equals 60. So 5 boxes. Pencils, six times 10 equals 60. So 6 boxes. And for rulers, 10 times 6 equals 60, so 10 boxes. So that's how that question can be thought about. You know, you look at the context and it's asking you to work out the same number of each item. So we're going to have to do multiples of each until we find we get the lowest common multiple, and then we can then use that information to find out the actual answer to the question about the total number of boxes of each type of item. So that's an example of a question involving lowest common multiples.